Hey friends, so I've shared with you recently that we are moving back to France. So this is a follow-up video to give you a little bit of insight into our private life and share with you something I think can help more than one if you are in our situation. So my husband and I are restarting completely from scratch at 51 and 53. We have never thought we would be here. And guys, this move back to France, downsizing and pivoting our career is more than that. To me, it's a fresh start, right? It's really finding joy into something that was not expected at all. And it's also what I did not realize is having both lost our jobs recently really help us to create a life that we love, meaning that to create a life in our own terms, to decide to live exactly how we want to live and not how we thought we should. So that's the conversation I want to have with you today. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, say hi in the comment and leave me a thumbs up. And I have several follow-up videos on the topic or around that topic for us Gen Xer, 50 plus. And I'm sure this conversation can help more than one if you are in the same situation. Guys, I am not going to lie to you. It was not easy at all. It was actually tough. However, I can tell you that despite everything, I'm actually living my best life right now, honestly. Yes, we don't have jobs right now. Yes, our house is on the market. We need to downsize and move abroad, move back to France. However, I am living my best life because I'm really doing what I always wanted to do, right? And meaning living life on my own term and not just follow what the world, society, families, etc., and what we thought we should be doing and not what we want to do. So this is why I think it can really help some of you that may be going through the same thing to see things differently about a situation that may first sound like you are at rock bottom. You may be financially as we are. However, there's more to that. I know we need money for everything. However, if you look at what's positive in the situation, you'll see that you've been dealt the card that you needed at that time. It took us a moment though to come back to the surface. And I think my husband, for men, is harder to, accept what is, accept that the life that we thought we would have is not anymore. However, once we hit rock bottom, which we did, something, I don't know, there was a clear message in this. It was being in that situation where we actually lost everything that we worked all these years, right? Forced us to really look really deep, really hard into our lives, right? And to realize that we were just going with what we thought we should be doing, and not we want to be doing. What I was telling you earlier. It's, making more money to invest more into what we thought was expecting of us as children of Africa to build back home, etc., which we did, right? But without this hard look into our life without this situation where we hit rock bottom, we would have continued on that path, meaning that missing on life, missing on, you know, creating memories with our children, with our, even if they're adult children, creating memories between us, like living life. Instead, we were solely focused on developing, on investing, on making, money, etc. Right? And I think life has a way of saying, hold on, stop here. You're not listening. I've sent you so many, clues to what you should be doing right now. I think life sent us so many warnings. We had, if you look well in your life, there's that gut feeling, there's that inside you, okay? Who tells you when you're going the wrong direction, And sometimes we don't listen to it, but life was trying to warn us to where we are right now. Because when we made that last investment, we had several warnings that things weren't going well. We could have saved our, whatever money we had left, but we continued. And, sometimes life has to stop you, so has to force you to stop, to look harder into your life. And that's what happened to us. And to be honest, it was a blessing in disguise. I truly believe that even in that situation where we are right now, where we are financially challenged, I don't know, I'm still very joyful, I feel in peace. Even, we have to sell the house, otherwise we could be losing the house. And we're working hard at selling it. But that situation does not stress me out, doesn't make me worried. Not that I may lose the house, it doesn't worry me, no. I just feel that having to lose the house to start fresh and to start over, it's another chance that life is giving us, that God is giving us, that the universe is giving us. And we need to see it for what it is, because if we miss again to see the sign, to hear the lesson that we're supposed to be learning right now, we might just buy another house now with the equity of once this one is sold, and start doing the very same thing, and being in the same situation in another 10 years if you don't learn what life is teaching us right now. So this is why I thought, yes, I've spoke about that subject before. I think it's worth revisiting, because I've seen several videos online in here on YouTube of a lot of people that have lost their job. There's so many of Gen Xers losing their job and being broke at 50 plus, when we are at that age where we're supposed to be, having enough saving and preparing for retirement, right? But a lot of us are finding ourselves in that situation. And a lot of us are beating ourselves up for messing up our lives, etc. But you can look at it differently. That's my message for you today. You can look at things differently. How many of us dream of a life they think they cannot have, right? A life where we're like, okay, one day I will do that. When I retire, I will do that. If you still have your health, in 5 years, in 10 years, we usually push back what we want to do, right? because we feel that we are forced to live in that life where in the jobs that we are, etc. And our jobs are actually controlling our lives and how we, we can enjoy our lives or not. And yes, I was always putting things for tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow I will do this. Yeah, I would love to do that, but I need to wait until this, I need to wait until that. Well, this hardship, guys, this financial hardship just forced me to make that one day I will do this. For today I need to do that, right? And this is a victory. This is why I say it's a blessing in disguise, and that's why I'm joyful, because right now I'm actually doing the thing that I always wanted to do. I don't like working for any corporate. I never liked that, okay? I've always worked as a contractor, or I've always worked from home. I've never been somebody who is into a career and trying to, go up the ladder and become whatever. That has never been my goal. Work has never been something that is attached to my worth. So for me, making work was just a mean to make money to pay bills. That's it. Okay, I had no other incline into work than that. So today I'm actually developing, businesses online that where I can be my own boss, where I can make my own money and use my time to do exactly what I want to do for myself, and not working to make someone else rich. And that's, I know, is the goal of a lot of us. But we feel that we cannot do it. It's too hard, and it's easy to get attached to the paycheck coming every month, sorry. So I get that. But if you ever find yourself in that situation, or if you are in this situation, look hard into your life, because living in an area where we are right now is 20 minutes from London. It's an area that its houses are very expensive, but it's just that, right? And for a lot, it will be difficult to think of moving where things are cheaper so your money can stretch, right? And to me, having the freedom to do what I want to do is a lot more important than living in a certain zip code area or etc. So we started looking into houses in France. I have a friend who is in a village in France, and with the equity of the house here, we can really buy outright, cash, another house in France. And we've been looking for houses in a small town or village, but a village big enough so we can have a good hospital, supermarket, and just like a slower pace of life, right? A more intentional, a more meaningful life. That's what I'm after. And guys, I'm really, really excited about this new chapter. And I really feel deep down that we're going toward the right direction, and this was meant to be. Honestly, this was meant to be. And yes, it's not just about where we're going to be moving, but there's also the aspect of how we're going to be making money, right? Guys, I'm happy to tell you that today I'm a full-time YouTuber. I do some odd job here and there, like, contract work, short-term contract work, but I'm full-time working on YouTube. My French channel is now monetized, and I'm also working on online businesses to have multiple source of income. I have properties that are rented abroad in Africa. So I'm really building what I always wanted to do. So, as you see, everything I've just shared with you right now is things that I always wanted to do. This is what I'm doing right now. And so it feels really good. And I believe that with time, things will form, and that whatever we lost during that period, we can make it back. It hasn't been easy, and it's not always easy, even today, but it's 100% worth it. It's 100% worth it to be able to live life on your own terms, and not dictated by someone else. And I just want to tell you that you can do that too, right? It can seem hard, guys. If I'm telling you that my bank account is okay, and that financially we are really at rock bottom, regardless that, I still feel that, and I am not delusional, I promised you. We are still on the right path. This was supposed to happen so we can now live the lives we were supposed to live. Maybe some of you feel that, oh, I'm naive or delusional, guys. You may feel like, well, how can you feel happy when you have lost everything and you have nothing left? Or you have nothing. Well, I don't know. It's just that today, I don't know, I feel more in control of my life, I feel more like, anyway, I'm doing what I want to do and not what I should do. Okay, and that's alone, guys, it makes all the difference. Feeling in control of what you want to do with your life. It's how many of us are waiting. I wore that t-shirt on purpose. How many of us Gen Xers are actually waiting on, to retire, to do what we want to do while we're doing, while we're working until 70 or so? Because now, if you see retirement age is so high, in the UK 68, and it will keep growing by the time, I reach retirement. And anyway, I'm not going to wait for retirement. I want to create the life I want right now and make sure that I enjoy life. This life is too short. This life is way too short to not do what we want to do, to not enjoy our lives. I know it's going to take time, and I know it's going to take a lot of courage, a lot of trust in wherever life is taking us, right? But I feel like where I am right now is something that resonates and aligns with my purpose, with where I'm supposed to be in life, and how I should live my life. So it feels good. And if you are in the same situation than us, I know, guys, I'm not undermining the fact that it's terrifying to lose everything. It's terrifying to have to downsize when you thought your life would be this way. But when you look deep into the opportunities that the situation brings, it will give you the courage to navigate that situation differently, to seize those opportunities, to, pivot and create maybe a life that would be more aligned with who you are instead of who you thought you should be, So this is my message to you. And guys, I hope this message will really inspire whoever needs it, right? and really show you that it's never too late to start your life over if you're afraid of that, and follow us into that journey moving back to France and how we are actually rebuilding our lives at 50. And we want to show you that it's possible. It is possible, and I know we will succeed. On the next video, I want to share with you how we are downsizing and what are the steps I'm taking to simplify my life, to simplify our lives. So if you're not subscribed yet, if you haven't done that yet, so let's pause here, okay, and hit that subscribe button. I'm waiting for you. And leave me a message in the comment, and leave me a thumbs up, and let's rebuild together, right? Let's together create a life that we want. Have you ever had to restart your life over? What are the lessons that you've learned? Share with us in the comment section, and let's continue that discussion together. And friends, it is never too late to live the life you always dreamed of. And you should watch that video where I'm answering some question about our move to France and how we are downsizing.